bendiciones, what up everybody? The keys are back with another video. So I think I'm gonna do like 2 videos I want to try and record today. So right now, I'm gonna be showing a clip. Basically, this guy, Soul Conscious TV, I believe it's what he goes by. I've actually contacted him. He never got back to me to ask him about, you know, to ask him some questions, and but basically this video is one that has been, I believe, on Santeros Exposed on Facebook. Just check out the video, but I want to preface this with, I don't want people to think that me making these kinds of videos is just me being like a hater or just, I'm not no detective. I just think it's important for other people to know the difference between right and wrong. Granted, I'm no grand oriate. I never claimed to be this grand scholar. I never had. But there's a lot of things that are just so outlandish that they need to be shown for what they are, which is incorrect, so that you guys know the difference between what is correct Orisha worship versus incorrect Orisha worship. And as a matter of fact, a lot of these people that I cover, or at least that I hope to cover in the future, like this guy, and there's another lady that I wanna do, where she has like altars to the Orisha, and just mixing Florida water and, you know, the hoodoo mixing stuff. These people seem like really nice people. Like, as human beings, they seem like sweethearts. It's just the stuff that they putting on YouTube is sancocho hoodoo with ocha BS. You know, so the same way they have their YouTube channel, I got my YouTube channel. So let's take a look at it, okay?
I prefer to work with him on Tuesdays, because Tuesdays has to deal with the planetary glyph of Mars. And Mars represents war. And being that he is the Orisha of war, that is stronger energy. Especially when you got to put on your battle boots. You know what I'm saying? And you get dirty.
Real quick, I just want to say that the whole idea of, you know, I like to work with him because of Mars. That's that. The whole thing about working with Ogun on certain days, like, I'll work with that like on Mondays, whatever. I'm not disputing that. You know, even in Yoruba land, you know, here in the U.S. we have feast days for the Orisha, so it's no big deal. What I'm disputing is the idea of saying, oh, Mars has anything to do with Ogun. My thing is, again, that's mixing Greek ideology, Greek mythology, Roman mythology, that Mars has to do with war. And so I'm going to work with Ogun when Mars is closest to the Earth. And the planetary alignments and the planets, what goes on in the stars, does not dictate anything that has to do with the Orisha. You can work with Ogun regardless whether Mars is closer or not close. If you give Ogun an offering today versus during some Mars eclipse or something, I don't know, it doesn't mean that the bow is going to be stronger because Mars is, you know, in some certain configuration. So the planetary alignments, and that's mixing Greek mythology, which is a lot of people do. Oh, he's the Mars energy. He's the Aries energy. No, Ogun is the Ogun energy, and what goes on in space will not affect what's going on. If you give Ogun a rooster, he's going to accept the rooster. You don't need to wait till some planetary alignment. You want to give only tutu to your Ogun or whatever, you give him only tutu. He's not going to not accept it because Mars is in the right placement. That's all I'm saying. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Other things that can be given as offerings, but which would be probably at the level of priest and priestess, is blood. You can offer him blood. You can also offer him semen and urine, because urine has blood in it. But even if I was a priest, I still don't believe in sacrificing blood. And the reason why is because I follow matriarchy. During matriarchy, the great goddesses and the mothers didn't have to sacrifice blood because they have their menstrual period. Being that matriarchy lost to patriarchy, when patriarchy overthrew matriarchy, they had to sacrifice blood because men don't have menstrual cycles. So
Oh, first off, sorry about the sounds in the background, the ambulances. When I filmed that, freaking ambulances, so I didn't feel like re-recording it. But I know you guys heard it. So I'm gonna break that down to two parts. So as far as this guy knows or thinks, I should say, is that when you're a priest, because he was talking about offerings you can give, and earlier, I didn't put it in there, but he says, because it's always good to keep everything in context, he says, okay, offerings you can give to Ogun, you can give rum, you can give palm oil, you can give plants, and he says, oh, he loves his machetes. Okay, but then he says, if you're a priest, what you could also give him, or he takes blood, and if you're a priest, you give him semen and or urine. Why urine? Because there's blood in urine. I don't know about him, but there's if I was pissing blood, I'd be concerned. So like semen and urine inside of Ogun is an offering if you're a priest. I don't know who told him this. I've hit him up and asked him, who is your elder? I asked him, who's your elder, if they have a YouTube. So I could see, maybe like what perspective they're coming from. I'm always about understanding another person's perspective. He doesn't get back to me. And Soul Conscious TV, if you're watching this, bro, you seem like a really nice guy. I would love to have a conversation with you. Maybe we can understand each other, okay? But I'm telling my peoples on YouTubes that jacking off inside of an Ogun is not gonna end well, okay? Next thing, he talks about he doesn't believe in giving blood to Orisha because of he believes in the matriarchy, and this is not the first time that we've seen this. I have to link my other video where there's another lady that says that there's no need for animal sacrifice because of some matriarchy path, some matriarchy energy, something about the ancients. Women had their periods, so they did not need to sacrifice animals to Ogun or to Orisha, period. And because what he was saying, like the matriarchy lost the war to the patriarchy, and because guys don't have their periods, they have to give blood to the Orishas. I don't know what origin this comes from, this whole matriarchy, patriarchy business. It sounds new agey to me. I don't know if it stems from Wicca. I don't know if it stems from Hoodoo. I have no idea. If there's someone in the comments, please let me know. This whole matriarchy, patriarchy thing, like, what did women do? Like, they freaking just squatted over Ogun when they had their period so they didn't have to sacrifice a chicken? I don't know. And the logical thing to ask is, well, if that whole, I don't believe in animal sacrifice because the matriarchy and women having their periods, so why are people still sacrificing animals in Africa or, Benin and Nigeria, Yoruba land? Why are they still sacrificing animals today? If that's the motherland, that's the truth, then why do they still sacrifice animals to this day? Did they not get the memo that, no, they don't have to do that? We got women that have their periods. They can just squat over soperas and call it a day. So I don't know where this guy's getting this information. What else? Blood in my pee. Gotta squat over soperas and Oguns because of matriarchy. What else did I get from that? Yeah, I guess that's it for that little section. Let's carry on. If I remember what I want to say, I mentioned the next part. But let's continue on to the next part.
So people who know about Ogun, know that if you work him the right way, he can make you bulletproof. So we're gonna put 3 bullets in there. Represent his number. Once you've done that, you're gonna go ahead and grab some rum. You're gonna spray 3 times.
Ogu and Ogun are not the same. One is Haitian voodoo, one is Afro-Cuban Lukumi Santeria. You know, like that's also saying like Papalegba, Elegua, and Lucero are not the same. One is Haitian voodoo, one is Santeria, and one is Palo. Are there similarities? Yes, I would be, I think anybody would be just obtuse to not acknowledge the similarities between Ogu and Ogun, between Papalegba and Elegua. Oh, they're both the first ones you have to speak to before talking to the other Loases or Orisha, whatever. But we acknowledge them as different deities. Lucero, Papalegba, and Elegua are not the same. Ogu and Ogun are not the same. So people got to stop using them interjectionally as if they're the same thing. That's number one. Number two, he says a statement that I definitely want to cover in greater detail, especially when it comes to getting crowned or receiving your mano de rula. He was saying, like, he's having the bullets and putting them inside, covering them with manteca de corojo, palm oil, and saying, oh, like, how do you say, like, it makes you invulnerable to bullets or bulletproof, or I can't remember, but like you can't get hit, you know, spiritually or physically or whatever. And no, you know, at least within the context of death, having an Orisha, receiving an Orisha, getting crowned, or having mano de rula does not mean that you are impervious to bullets, does not mean that your personal vices cannot catch up to you. No one is bulletproof in this world. No one is untouchable. So if you are involved in things you should not be involved in, or you put yourself in positions that you should not be putting yourself in positions in, saying because I have Ogun and I put little cars or bullets to my Ogun and I get drunk and I go drive, oh, Ogun owns the car, he owns all metals. Oh. All right, one moment. That Ogun owns all metals and he owns cars, so I can just drive drunk and I'm going to feel impervious to damage. That's not the case. So yeah, that's having ceremonies done and receiving this or that. You are still subject to the physical laws of the land. You get drunk and drive, your night's probably not going to end well. If you're, I don't know, it's, I don't know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you're walking around the South Bronx and saying, oh, because I have Ogun, I put bullets inside of my Ogun. Well, there's just certain things you still don't do. You still take precautions. You're not impervious to damage. You're not impervious to, you know, you are still a human being. So you can still get hit spiritually, physically, emotionally. So you still have to be careful. Drive safely. Don't join gangs. I don't know, just don't put yourself in dangerous positions. So having Ogun, Santeria, and all this stuff, and Mount Little, it doesn't make you immortal. Okay? So that's it. At least for this video, I want to cover another video. I'm going to talk about another topic. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell for even more content, and let me know what you guys thought about this video, okay? Peace.